Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, Peeve, the People's Voice.
Not blue.
Elf Warrior, 5/5. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose an opponent at random. That player becomes a pariah until the beginning of your next turn. Creatures controlled by pariahs get -1/-1. All other creatures get +1/+1.
I love this because it happens at your upkeep, so they have a full turn to respond to it. It's not Elish Norn, but it's like Elish Norn. It becomes a 2-power difference, but like in a fair way. Like -1/-1 isn't game ending.
Yeah.
Like it would wreck our Elend to death. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I like that it's chosen at random though.
Yeah, that is really good.
Yeah.
Like if you're in 1-on-1, it's always going to be the opponent. But at the same time, it keeps you from being mean to one player, and it's just like let's be honest here. Praetors are mean. Everything about them is mean.
Yeah.
This is balanced. It's fair. It's a 5/5 that turns into 6, so that turns him from a 5-turn clock into a 4-turn clock. That I also love.
Yes.
Hum of the Host would make this freaking hilarious. When Peeve was young, his parents attended the Rakdos Slaughter Games. Unfortunately, when it comes to Rakdos pit fighting, no one is entirely a spectator. During the frenzy, Peeve's parents were dragged into the arena and killed before his very eyes. Rakdos cultists are hedonistic and often cruel, but they have a sentimental streak, so they adopted Peeve as their own. The young elf grew up as a member of one of the tamer Rakdos circles, but even so, Peeve's upbringing was beyond dysfunctional. He learned that the law was a bad joke, and that only having fun really mattered. As he transitioned into adolescence, Peeve was one of the finest acrobats and warriors in the circle. His skills made him a natural ringleader, and he became famous for his ability to whip up bloodlust in a crowd.
It wasn't until adulthood that Peeve started to become disillusioned with his way of life. He derived great joy from his performance as a ringleader, but ultimately, these performances were fleeting. More and more, he found himself wishing for a new kind of rush. He became fascinated by Selesnian priests. They too performed to a crowd, but the feelings they evoked were somehow more profound and lasting. That is like...
That's awesome.
I know.
That's so cool. Like
freaking Selesnya, I love it. He couldn't bring an audience to tears, but religious priests could change entire worldviews. Just to see what it would be like, Peeve began disguising himself as a Selesnian missionary and drawing audiences on the street. From his first day, his sermons were extremely successful and drew larger crowds than the circus had ever managed. Often, Peeve would inspire spontaneous conversions to Selesnya during the course of his oratory. He never had much direction in life, and over time he began to convince even himself. Eventually, Peeve became wholly
sincere.
I know, I can read. I just can't speak.
I know.
Eventually, Peeve became wholly sincere in his speeches. He earnestly lectures crowds about the value of life and the need for cooperation among all peoples. Often, however, he gets carried away by the thrill of performance. When he does, he speaks like a Rakdos ringleader, bringing out the worst in a crowd instead of the best. Either way, the audience loves Peeve. For good or ill, his oratory is irresistible.
Also, I want to say how awesome it is. Rakdos plus Selesnya. This dude's a bard. This is what I want from a bard. He harkens back to that 5-color guy. The god, the Corona, the false god. That's what he reminds me of.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, I love that basically what he's doing is augur spring the whole table at once.
Like he's preaching to the crowd.
Yeah. He's literally like turning the crowd against each other, espousing the ideas of Selesnya, of anthems. Anthems for everyone except for that jerk. Everybody get him. You can go elf tribal, you can go warrior tribal. That would be a perfect warrior tribal deck too.
Yeah.
Until your next turn, when he comes down, all other creatures get +1/+1 because of the way it's worded. So as soon as he's down, +1/+1 for everybody. everybody slug it out now because soon somebody's gonna get screwed and it's not gonna be this guy.
So I love the art. In the background, there's
masks hanging from trees. He's like wearing one, holding one. That's proper Victorian theater right there.
Yeah.
Back to the good old days of Ravnica. Alright, next. Oh, the one that's the reason we came! The Bountiful Court. Okay, so
Hold on.
the Bountiful Court, Zombie Advisor 2/5.
And the colors are not blue, so white, black, red, green.
As long as you have the highest life total among all players, creatures you control have haste and trample.
Otherwise, creatures you control have lifelink.
Oh, what's the use of accumulating wealth if you're never willing to enjoy it?
Sick, right?
Awesome!
Okay.
Love the art. Everything about this is great. Whoever did this, I love it. And they're all like wearing jewelry and shit. I love it.
And he has a bird on his shoulder, just like Bernie Sanders in one of his speeches.
It's just party till there's no more alcohol to drink, and then let's ditch this loser and go to the other kid's house and drink all his parents' liquor. Like, that's its design is not blue. There's no card advantage. Instead, it's got gruely stuff and Orzhov stuff. You're either lifelinking or you're hasty trampling. The organization known as the Bountiful Court was once an Orzhov cartel known as the Golden Rose. The Orzhov constantly encroached into the uncivilized regions of Ravnica, but the Golden Rose had a particular reputation for their ambitious expansions into dilapidated neighborhoods. They would move in, tear down the ruins, clear out the local gangs, and erect gaudy churches and monuments in their place. This unfettered thirst for expansion brought them the enmity of many Gruul clans, but the Golden Rose's streak of success made them confident that they could simply put down any attempted resistance.
For a while, they were right, but eventually the tide turned. A collection of Gruul clans united, and together they managed to crush, burn, and bulldoze over many Golden Rose holdings. Eventually, the kingpins of the cartel found themselves cut off mercilessly. With their minions dead or scattered, they were almost out of options. Surrender would be enough to stop the raging Gruul. In the last-ditch attempt at survival, they threw all of their remaining wealth behind a massive festival to celebrate the Gruul clans. They hoped the celebration would pacify the enraged Gruul and allow them to escape a violent death.
The plan was successful beyond imagining. The Gruul were as happy to revel as they were to fight, and the Orzhov had storehouses of food and drink to keep the party going almost indefinitely. The resulting festival lasted a full month, while neighboring districts looked on in abject confusion. That celebration marked the beginning of a bizarre alliance. The Bountiful Court lacks the cold efficiency of other Orzhov organizations, but they make up for it in the wild enthusiasm of their membership. So good.
I know. I love the art.
It like literally is like, what if the church hired Vikings all the time?
Also, that explains why the in the background text it has Gruul and
Right, like I said, it always pairs up.
Yeah.
The first two of the color pairing are like what they start as, and the rest is how they finish. Like that is like I always wanted to do a Ravnica D&D where you like pick your original guild colors, and then you pick like one more color that you like dabble in. Shows a room of growth.
Also, I love zombie servants.
Oh my gosh, I know, Zombie Advisor.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Like using like zombie as like a labor force instead of just, objects of war.
So good. I love zombies. Especially like smart zombies.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Okay,
that was good.
Next. What are they missing? Blue? Yeah, they're missing the foresight because they're partying all the time. They're just missing the foresight of being able to have wisdom. They're not progressing society. It's just, let's party all the time, and then when the parties are done, let's raid. Which I love that it's like zombie Vikings. Anything to say about the Bountiful Court?
You said that it's missing blue because they missed foresight?
Yeah, they're missing their foresight.
That's totally wrong. They foresaw that the girl were as equally happy reveling as they were fighting. So, as their last-ditch effort, they threw this month-long festival and reveling.
Foreseeing is not the same as perceiving. They're not contributing anything to Ravnican culture. Nobody's farming. Nobody's doing this. If they controlled the entire world, it would just be somebody's partying, and then when there's nothing left to party on, we pillage. But eventually, there's gonna run out of people to pillage.
Yeah, they're gonna run out of the fruit stuff.
Foresight to see that this is only leading down destructive revelry. This is being too Rakdos.
They're doing the best they can in a very bad situation.
Right. But I'm saying for them to become the overruling class of Ravnica is how I'm looking at this. They're
we're saying
color. They're one missing color. What they're missing to unify Ravnica under Utopia. Into Ravnica Utopia, what color they're missing to be able to.
Well, they're having parties. They're
Yeah,
everyone's getting fed.
They're lich Vikings. I love it. What I'm saying is they're just missing the foresight.
Not missing the foresight. They anticipated that the group was good.
Next. Ooh, Golgari with Boros.
Golgari with Boros. Holoth. Undercity hero with a ball and art. Oh my god.
Zombie Knights.
4/4.
Zombie boy. Creature cards in your graveyard have scavenge 4, and whenever you put a counter on a creature, a +1/+1 counter, that creature gains double strike until end of turn, and he starts us up 4/4. So everything's about him 4. I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
This is what Boros needs. It needed scavenge and
Yeah.
good stuff. Holoth was a Wojek officer in Deadbridge, a Golgari-controlled neighborhood. Most of his fellow Boros guild members had no love for the Golgari, but Holoth felt differently. Most members of the Golgari were simply rot farmers trying to get by. Their methods were unseemly, even disgusting, but they were industrious and honest. They were representative of the common people that the Boros were charged to protect. If anything, they deserved pity, not hatred. Holoth protected them zealously.
One day, Holoth's steadfast devotion to the rot farmer. Oh my god, rot farmers.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I love Golgari.
You can't see it, but my nipples are rock hard and you can't see.
Diamonds, brother.
Diamonds are right through the shirt.
The diamonds in the rock. That's what the rot farmers do.
Right?
Oh.
The rot farmers was rewarded.
Holoth was assassinated?
In his sleep after apprehending the wrong Orzhov agent.
Oh.
The local Orzhov authorities displayed his dead body in public as a warning to the others.
Oh no, they didn't. Not near the Golgari.
Right?
But he didn't
stay dead. The Golgari dragged away his body and resuscitated him deep into the bowels of the Undercity. Oh my god! It's like they're taking him in.
Repurposing his body. Should be.
Another Boros guild member might have felt disgusted and violated by the acts of necromancy. But for Holoth, this act of dark magic only cemented his resolve to protect the Golgari. In the years since his return to Holoth, works directly with the Golgari more and more often. This practice unsettles Holoth's peers among the Boros, but Holoth's steadfast courage and effectiveness are hard to deny.
Oh my gosh, it's so good!
It's so Golgari!
So good! It is all the Golgari! Oh my gosh!
Oh my god. It reminds me of Nekusar, this undead king, coming back to take back his reign.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah, biding his time and letting himself die is part of the plan.
I know.
So he can come back and rule over weaker people in easier times. Oh my gosh! You know what else he reminds me of?
What?
Dark Souls. He's literally just a Dark Souls guy.
Yeah.
Also, same colors as the advisor.
Not blue. Oh my god.
Yeah, they did 2 for each color combination pairing. Oh my gosh.
This is art.
This is art. They did it for each one of the pairings that it could have been, except for this one could have been Rakdos and Selesnya. If she had done one more pairing, she would have done Rakdos and Selesnya, which I think would have been a rockin' too. Just double check to make sure I was recording because I like.
Did you stop recording on my thing?
No, I just make sure that I was still recording. What makes you think I'm using yours instead of mine? Whoever did this, I love you.
I'll suck your dick.
You're good. Okay, we need a tiny explanation there. But we're not gonna give it. Oh my god, I can't help myself.